We're gonna have to pause that. We can't have both because we're not in the car to have the music and this recording. But needless to say, good afternoon, universe. Welcome back. We're at an interesting place right here. The story is called Brandywine Apoligzes, and I'll explain the story, the apology afterwards. It says, purple flowers, green trees, planted well, and the family unit intact. Wow, even during a crisis. The family place the writer thinks back to his other days, dumb, lost, and sick, never found a cure until he woke up. Writing about purity of perception and the change of humanity. I think I burnt them. You think you did? No, you did. I'm sorry for that. I was in my dumbass days, and soon as I make it, I'll come back, and I will pay you. Until then, I'm sorry for that. Enjoy the rest of your days. 3/21/2020. Written by Ivory Franklin Daniels, a.k.a. Frank Ivory Fuller. Now, the story is about this liquor store that I burnt when I was burnt. And you know what? They were so fucking good to me. And that's how blind people are. And I'm not exempt for that because I was blind too. You don't even realize when people are good to you that you just fuck them over, and it's like crazy because I think back to that moment like, damn, I'm sorry for that. If I ever make it, I'm gonna fucking come back and pay you. But it still doesn't fucking make nothing. It only goes back to the food that I pulled off some family member's table based on my choices to fucking trick you. It doesn't matter what the trickery was. Needless to say, I remember. I'm pretty sure they do too. But moving on, because there's nothing we can do about it now. Apologies only last so far. Financially, you can give it back, but still, the present, you always think back, oh, I remember this. But if years went by, super years went by, and you never know how long it's going to be before I even make some money like that to come back. But if I did, would it change anything? Is a phenomenal question. But during the crisis that we're in right now, the story is called Shady Roads. The Shady Road, excuse me. It says, the blacktop swells and the city is in a panic. And who's to say we're not entering the first stage of the movie The Purge? Now monkey see, monkey do. The streets seem to be empty and the food supply is low. Or is it to the park still? Have people, kids, mothers, brothers, life is still going. But for how long? How long will it be before they're knocking on your door, telling you, no, making you, stay home? Are we not approaching martial law? Now that's one question. And number two is, are the people that are sick, have they had a vaccine lately that's supposed to protect against the flu instead of lowering your immune system to anything and everything? Yet, throughout tragedy, you'll always manage to capitalize. But is this not the all-American way? You know what I'm saying? What I mean by that is that it seems fucked up, but for the people that do delivery services like Grubhub and things like that, they weren't really making any money. Now you're fucking making money, which is interesting because when tragedy hits, it seems that it changes everything. To one hand, is fucked up. Pardon my language, but that's what it is. And profanity seems to be like makeup. You don't really need it, but you use it because it highlights your natural beauty, so it will highlight that sentence because that's what it's like. But fuck. as you stop and think about it, are we not entering that? Are we coming to the point where the family unit is being disrupted so badly that the impact is going to cause us to swerve into a movie that was created like, what, 5 years ago? Even though the movies portray our past, present, and future. It's a trip. But that story was also written by Ivory Franklin Daniels, which you already know. If you don't, 3/21/2020. And if you like what I had to say, you can subscribe to my channel at Ivory F. Daniels. YouTube is interesting like that, but there's never enough video feed to say what I have to say, so. And I don't have money to buy cameras to put them up in places because I just don't. Fucking, I don't have money like that. I'm recycling stuff to keep me going, keep me moving around. As long as you're using your brain and your body, you'll still keep functioning. The human body is an awesome machine if you just take the time to understand it. Like, damn it. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you, universe, for this moment, because we're not entitled to any amount of space. So if I ever pass by you, believe me, if there's a gap, I'll pass with excuse me. Because I'm not entitled to no amount of space, and I don't believe anybody else is. I'm appreciative to be in any amount of space, just to breathe the same air. I appreciate that. Excuse me when I didn't care, but I didn't know, because I was asleep even though I was awake. But now there's much change to make. Now we're moving forward toward the round character, the character that's growing, feeding the brain and capitalizing off of understanding, faith, compassion, emotions that were broken by the male figure before. Don't cry, suck it up. We don't do that, but I can't think like that anymore. We do cry. We do have emotions. We're made up of both masculine and feminine. If you choose to believe and break down yourself, what you like and why you like that, what you love and why you love it. Use the word love for emotion and not a materialistic item. But needless to say, I'm gonna keep going, but it just cut me off and I'll be like, damn, that's the end of it. And I'll be talking all the way to the car because I think out loud. Grab a portion of my mind. Never take for granted what we see every day. The purple flowers, the pink trees, people, kids. Purity of perception and how it lives. The family unit. That's what people's purpose is to keep creating. That's why we give our daughters, I don't have a daughter, but I would say if I did, we'd give our daughter a stroller with a baby. Because they're changing their mind, and they're going to say, hey, I want to be a mommy one day. So I want to procreate. I want to keep creating. More me's. Whole bunch of me's. Oh my God, that's going to be bad. Depends. Actually, I think it would be great. Because then trapped inside of a lot of people, it's morals and characteristics that the world has forgotten about. And then they feel compelled to say, I'm a grown-ass man or I'm a grown-ass woman. And what the hell defines grown? What defines that? Your age? That's ridiculous. Because I've seen people all the way up in their 50s that are dumb as hell, and I don't know how they even made it that far. Maybe skipping along. Somebody picked up the rock and just threw it a little bit further. Like, damn, what's this rock doing here? I'm gonna throw it a little bit further. Maybe that's how you made it, but damn it. But some people aren't meant for families. They believe that. I'm not meant to have a family. I don't want any kids. But needless to say, excuse me, I get carried away and I'll be lost just thinking about it with the memory man. This interesting individual that comes to visit me when I'm having a memory. Like, he comes up with a piece of paper and says, this is everything that happened in this memory in detail. Even the way the air smelled. And if it was bad, I'll feel just as bad as I did then. Drowning in a puddle of fucking quicksand and deep from the depths of within. The sin. You don't even know where to start or where to begin, but you can just keep going and hope that you win. But the memory man, yeah, he could be a dick sometimes. He brings back shit that I don't even want to think about. But the memory, it must be an experience. So don't trip out. Just breathe. Just breathe. It'll be all right. All right, peace.